Good morning. Welcome to day 3 of the Baja Divide Cape Loop. If you're just joining the channel, you've missed the first 2 days of excitement. We've had some trials and tribulations already, but we're off and we are going to be climbing the big mountain today, trying to head over the mountain range down here towards the Pacific Ocean. So that's our task for today. A tough night last night. We've had some tough things going on so far, and now I've lost air in my air mattress as well. Must have a hole somewhere, so camping and sleeping are a challenge.
My name is Michael Ladden. After visiting over 120 countries on 5 continents, I made the bold decision to sell all of my possessions and become a full-time nomad more than 4 years ago. Currently, I am traveling in my self-built ex-Army overland expedition truck, complete with a KTM motorbike, bicycles, kayak, a one-wheel, and all the essentials needed to explore this incredible planet we call home. Join me as I share my adventures and stories from around the world.
Java. So here's some damage from the one little tip over we had. It looks like the rack is all kind of twisted.
Baja Divide Cape Loop is just endless pushing in deep sand.
That's a rounder. We got some pork. That's a push. A lot of going up, coming up.
When the sun is rising, your shadows fall behind. When all the weight you carry is weighing on your mind, I'll be there to show you all the things you're missing. Everything we go through, I'll be by your side.
Amazing scenery coming up here in the mountains. We're not even barely scratching the surface yet, but it's beautiful.
Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Whoa.
Rugged mountains up here. It's going to be a slow go. It's about 13 miles to the top from where we are right this second. And it's about 47 miles to Todos Santos, which is where we're trying to get to for some rehab, I guess, if you will.
We started out decent time, got on the road about 8:15. Of course, we're starting with a 13-mile climb up over the mountain range that separates us from the Pacific. Rough sleep last night, a really rough day yesterday because of cramping. Mike had a rough sleep because of his air mattress lost air. But we're moving on and moving forward.
Okay. Here we go.
You gotta know your limitations, and I know mine. Pickup truck came by, I said, how about a ride?
This is how you do it. We're not purists. We're just being purists. Going up the Naranja a la pickup truck style. Well, not really low, but low considering how slow we are. Okay. That's heavy. Can you get the back? Yeah.
Es una pitadera trae antes de todo.
Muchas gracias. All right.
Vaya bien.
All right. All right, we are going up the Naranja, and we had a little pickup truck ride for going to kind of getting up to the top a little bit. Not totally to the top, but
Yeah, but we took the assist.
yeah, we took the assist because we're not purists. So we just wanted to address that with all our haters out there right now. That this is what we do.
That's right. You know, we got probably a 7-8 mile. bump.
Yeah, maybe about that much, but
Yeah,
in
but
the
that's
scheme
all
of
right.
things,
That's when a lot of it's uphill. That was a good 7 or 8 miles.
that's right. So we're going to continue on our ride, and we've got a lot uphill to go.
Buenos dias, vacas. Muy bonito. You're in the road.
When I think of Baja, the first thing that comes to mind is cows in the road. You're probably getting that theme by now. The second thing maybe be topes, which are the speed bumps that are pretty much everywhere. But I've kind of threatened that if I ever bought an animal, a dog or a cat or anything, I would name it tope. Maybe I should name it Vaca. Because after all, that's my memory of Baja here. And they're gonna move. I think they move more for bicycles than they do actually for cars, believe it or not. Maybe it's my rear derailleur clicking away here. And they, you can pretty much always find them sort of near water. So if you see cows, the likelihood that there's water around is a pretty good bet. Oh look, I guess they're gonna travel with me here. They go up the hill better than I do. Buenos dias, vacas! There's a little baby one. The other thing that you see around here a lot, right behind this cow, are these monuments. In some cases, they're just, you know, worship little things or to somebody that's departed, but in other cases, especially on the big highways, sadly, there were accidents have occurred. People have lost their lives, so you can see a lot of that traveling around on the crazy, particularly on the Trans-Peninsular 1, with its windy roads and sketchy corners. Anyways, continuing here on the Naranja, going uphill. And we're getting closer. You can kind of starting to feel the temperature is dropping. Even though the sun's coming up, it's getting warmer, but the temperature's dropping because you've got the breeze coming off the Pacific Ocean.
First sighting of the Pacific.
Oh yeah. You feel the cool breeze? We're on our way down.
Yes.
All right, guys, we have made it to Todos Santos on the Pacific Ocean. And to say that that was a difficult ride would be a gigantic understatement. We had to take, as you guys saw in the video, a little hill assist via pickup for about 7 miles on the Naranja. But however, in total, we still did 47 miles, and so 40 plus of riding, and we got in about 6 p.m., which is late, but we're beat. We are assessing all things here in Todos Santos, from air mattress holes to bike shifting. You can see Eric working on his bike right now. Had some damage from some falls. And recharged our batteries and recharged the bikes and the camera gear and everything else. And you can see probably right here, I'll show you over here on mine, we are staying in these super cool yurts. So technically, I guess we're still camping in tents, but much more luxurious, let's say, than the Big Agnes. So we just took 2 days off. And we're back on the Baja Divide tomorrow. And we've been told that it is the most difficult section of this Cape Loop. So we're going to find out And if it's the most difficult, I will tell you after the first 2 sections that we've done, it's almost hard to believe because we are pounded.
We are.
Pounded.
I was incoherent when we arrived the other night. I was having trouble functioning, doing anything. We took showers when we got here, or I took a shower. I took all I could figure out just how to turn the shower on and off. It was a tough day.
And the other part is, we should talk about a little bit is the heat. So although it's technically seasonably kind of cool, and we're on the Pacific side, but I'll tell you what, when you're riding on, there's always 100% exposure, right? There's no
shade.
There's no shade.
We were scrambling to get under the shade of any trees in the middle of the day. There is none to be found, and we resorted to some pretty aggressive methods to cool down.
Oh yeah, yeah, including our probably our preferred method, which would be taking all of our clothes and putting them in the stream. Now, when I say stream,
that's pretty generous.
It's a generous statement, and yeah. So the problem is that I noticed the first time when I put my shirt on, although it felt really great and it was nice and cold.
It's there's a lot of cows everywhere, and they got to do their business, and you know where that business ends up
in the stream. So we basically were riding with, let's just say, cow poop.
Yep.
That's what it smelled like. So, but the other problem that we are experiencing, very similarly to last year, is because we're slow, and I've addressed it a few times in the videos, and we'll certainly address it some more and talk about weight and everything else. But because of our riding speed, which is, I don't know, we're probably somewhere between 4 and 7 miles an hour, right? We are just consuming copious amounts of water, and agua is a real issue for us.
Yep, and the resupply points are few and far between.
Yeah.
Unless you want to resort to those streams, and it was bad enough just putting our clothes in there. Forget it down in our body.
I mean, we have life straws, and we have pills and ways to treat the water, but I don't know, boy. I tell you what, I'm even skeptical whether they would work on some of this stuff.
Yeah, and we lost track of the streams. We saw a few up in the upper mountains, but then once you get down in lower elevations, they're only dry riverbeds.
Yeah, seasonally here, we're now in mid-March, and it's pretty much getting pretty dry. So for those of you that have rode the Divide or this section earlier, there was probably way more water available in a lot of these streams, but not so much anymore. So anyways, we are here, and we're getting ready to go, and we'll look for you guys in the next video.
I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters, and did you know you can join for as low as $5 a month for exclusive behind-the-scenes Drive the Globe content? Thanks for joining me today. I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, give a big thumbs up. Please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.